Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing my Halloween 2022 collection for Realm Rumble TCG. So let's get into it. So 2 weeks ago, I did a little sneak peek of the Halloween collection and I showed Candy Abomination off and the names of the cards I'll be showing. So yeah, here's all the art of it. Pretty cool. As you can see, they all have the little candy corn up there. Pretty cool drawing. So yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm really excited to show off these cards. I'm really proud of what I've done. You can definitely see that it's a big jump of art, I would say. Well, very similar art, but a lot of this art is better than art that I've been making, a couple, 3-4 months ago. So yeah, I'm really excited to show off. So yeah. So to start off, we have Pumpkin Paladin. Cost 5, 3 attack, 4 defense, and it says, in order for this creature to die, your opponent must discard a card from their hand. Guard. So for the Halloween collection, I wanted to have it kind of a similar theme to all of it, and I chose discarding cards would be the theme. So in this effect, it says, in order for this creature to die, your opponent must discard a card from their hand. So if this card's on the field, and say you play Dragon, in order for this card, the Dragon, to kill Pumpkin Paladin, oh, you can't really see that, but basically, if I have Dragon here and Pumpkin Paladin, and I want Dragon to kill Pumpkin Paladin, I have to discard a card from my hand. So it's pretty powerful. Basically, Pumpkin Paladin, it does have guard too, so you have to kill it. So that makes it to where your opponent has to discard a card in order to even deal damage to you, or unless they have any other effects. But yeah, so this is a very cool card. It is kind of has a little scythe, a little gravestone as its shield, and then a pumpkin helmet. So yeah, pretty cool. Really happy with the artwork. Little stick figure, but yeah, really cool. Next up, Cat of the Shadows. Cost 1, 0 attack, and 1 defense. It says, when this card is played, your opponent must reveal the top card of their deck. If it is a 1 to 5 power card, your opponent must discard a card from their hand. So this is pretty broken. It costs 1, so it's going to be a really early game card. You get to see what your opponent is running, what type of deck they're running, what type of cards they have, which is pretty powerful. Only costs 1, like I said. Doesn't have any attack, 1 defense though, so it it can be used in a defensive deck, and it could automatically make your opponent discard a card because early game they're going to probably have a lot of 1 to 5 powered creatures. So yeah. Really happy with how this card turned out. It is kind of a wonky tail, but I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah. Next up, Jumping Jack-o'-lantern. As you can see, it costs 3, 2 attack and 2 defense. Pretty basic card, but it says, when this creature is attacked, discard a card from your hand of your choice to stop all damage. So this card will be on the field, and basically, if your opponent is attacking this card, you could, say this is your hand, you could discard a card, and this card, or Jumping Jack-o'-lantern, would stay alive. So basically, you can keep this card alive all game. Now, of course, you won't win that way because it's not that strong of a card, and maybe you don't want to keep it alive all game, but you do you. So yeah, so pretty cool card. Like the artwork, cool little pumpkins there. Yeah. Next up, Candy Abomination. I did show this card off in the Halloween sneak peek about 2 weeks ago. It was a quick 1-minute video, but yeah, if you've already seen this, cool. If you haven't, hope you guys enjoy the artwork. It costs 8, 1 attack, and 7 defense. And it says, once per turn, you can discard a creature from your hand to give this creature +0, +2, or in other words, +2 defense. So this card can't really attack, but this card can stay on the field forever. So definitely a broken card. Probably won't allow it in competitive play if we ever do that, but still a really cool card to show off. I really like how the artwork turned out. You can see all the candy infused in the abomination of a creature. So yeah. Next up, we have our spells. We have a total of 3 spells. I just showed off our 5 creatures. Pumpkin Paladin, Cat of the Shadows, Jumping Jack-o'-lantern, and Candy Abomination. Okay, sorry, we only actually have 4 creatures. I messed up with that. Pumpkin Paladin, Cat of the Shadows, Jumping Jack-o'-lantern, and Candy Abomination. For some reason, I just counted totally wrong. So yeah, so 4 creatures there. And then now moving on to spells, we have 3 spells here. Again, all with the set symbol for Halloween. But yeah, this is Trick Or. Now you might know what comes after the Trick Or. But yeah, so and that's actually the next spell. So this card costs 0. it says really long text, but these spells are pretty useful and it's abnormal, I should say. It's not really kind of, it's pretty funky spells, yeah. It states, when you play this card, you must put it into your opponent's bottom of their deck without them noticing. On your next turn, if your opponent didn't notice, show them the card. Your opponent must now discard a handed card. So basically, if I play this card down, well, actually, you're not going to play this card down. It costs 0. So what you're going to do is you have your hand of cards. And when your opponent's not looking, hopefully if they're distracted, you can slide this card under their deck, right? So say this is their deck, right? Slide it under their deck. And then on their next turn, you'll reveal to your opponent that you hid this under their deck. So now, if your opponent didn't notice and didn't stop you from doing that the turn before, then you get to discard, or at least they get to choose which card they discard from their hand. So basically, it's a free spell, and it's kind of fun. It's not really, probably not the best card to be playing with because it's kind of chance. You don't have a guaranteed chance of them discarding a card from their hand, but it is kind of fun to play with. I haven't test played it yet, but I'm looking forward to that for sure. So yeah, next spell, like I said, it's Trick or Treat, if you already knew that. The famous saying. But yeah, this costs 1. This is a magic spell. The last one was a trap spell, so that card can be played at any time. But this one's a magic spell only to be played on your turn. It states, your opponent must give you either one card from their hand into your hand or one of their coins. This card's pretty good. Definitely a pretty broken card. Only costs 1. You can get 1 coin up on them, even though you are paying 1. But you basically get to steal one of their coins, which is pretty powerful. Or you get to gain a card from their hand. So it's their choice. You're kind of forcing them to do something. And in the end, you're getting a profit of something, either a card or a coin. So you're definitely getting a treat. So yeah, I definitely like the card art. You have the little pumpkin barrel up here, or the pumpkin bowl, dumping out all this candy, little caramel apple here. So yeah, a lot of candy coins, of course. So yeah, I'm glad how this art turned out. Next up, Witch's Wart. Cost 2. This is a trap spell. Very long text, but I'll read through it all. It says, when this card is played, put this card into your opponent's hand. Your opponent may shuffle their hand, and then you get to pick a card from their hand. If it is this card, choose one of your opponent's creatures to lose 2 attack and 2 defense. If it is not this card, give back the card. So basically what that means is this is your hand, right? And you have Witch's Wart. Now you play Witch's Wart, and basically it is an equipment card or a gear card, but you're basically equipping it to your opponent's hand. So this is your hand. You give it to your opponent, and then now they have their hand. You get it. They get to shuffle it, and at random, I'm picking a card. Oh, and it's treat. It's not the Witch's Wart. But yeah. So say I do pick. Where is it? I do get Witch's Wart, right? So I do pick Witch's Wart out of their hand. Now I get to choose any card on the field. Say that's a dragon. I get to choose dragon to lose 2 health and or 2 attack and 2 defense. So this card is a very chance card, but it only costs 2, kind of cheap, and it's pretty fun. So yeah, but if you don't get to pick the card out of their hand, then you just discard it. Or actually, if it is not this card, well, if you pick a card from their hand, you get to know what they're running. So say you pick a jumping jack-o'-lantern, you're like, okay, I know he has this card for his next turn. Got to be careful of that. And then you give back jumping jack-o'-lantern. But now, well, the cool thing is that your opponent can play the exact same play to you and give you Witch's Wart, and they get a pick from your hand. So it's kind of that lasting effect. Once this card's played, it can't really be destroyed unless there's an effect that says so, which I haven't created yet. But in the future, I definitely will. So yeah. So this is a really cool card. I'm glad how the artwork turned out. You have this little weird tree in the background, little moon. The witch, the hair is a little bit weird, but you can see the wart, kind of a bunch of pimples and scars. Yeah, pretty cool. Love the artwork. So yeah, and that's it, guys. Oh, kind of messed up the cards here, but yeah. So we have all our 3 spells. Oh, let me get this organized. Have our 3 spells and our 4 creatures. So yeah, I'm really happy how this turned out. I've been having a great month of October, and hopefully have a great Halloween 22. So yeah, Halloween's actually tonight, so I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys, when watching this, maybe you guys are watching this during Halloween, the day of. I am a little late showing this video, but at least I'm getting it out before Halloween ends. So yeah, I don't know what time it is when you guys are watching it, but hopefully you guys had a great Halloween or having a great Halloween. Even if you celebrate, if you don't, maybe go get some candy for yourself. Yeah, hope you guys had a great rest of your hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you're interested in joining the community. Go down in the link below, or sorry, go down in the description below and press the link. So yeah, have a great rest of your day. See ya.